First to the Middle East, where trucks carrying aid items including medicine, food and fuel have been arriving in Gaza to help people there affected by 11 days of fighting. A ceasefire between Israel and Palestinian militants came into effect on Friday. That's when both sides promised to stop fighting each other. People living there have been trying to get back to normal. In a moment, we'll hear from a young girl in Gaza. But first, Edan lives with his parents in a small village in southern Israel. BBC reporter Yolanda Nell went to meet him before the ceasefire started to find out how he'd been coping.
My name is Edan and I am 11 years old.
What's the last week been like for you?
You just hear poof and we have to run to the bomb shelter, and when I hear the sirens I run for my life. Like, it's really scary. You just hear and you have to run. So this is the bomb shelter. And when we hear lots of sirens, we run into here and we close the door. And we lie down on the bed because they say we should lie down, and we wait here 10 minutes.
And so, what about the things that you have in here? Is this clothes in case you need to stay in here for a long time?
Yes. We've got 2 fans just in case it gets hot in here. And there's also water there in case we have to stay a long time.
What's life like around here normally? What do you normally do for fun?
A normal day is like I play with my dogs a little bit, and then I go to friends.
And what are you doing about school right now?
We don't go to school right now because if we go then there's a bomb. We are safe there because all of our classrooms are bomb shelters, but still they don't want us to go because it's still dangerous.
What do you do to keep yourself busy?
I try to not think about this. I try to do stuff that are more fun, like play with my car, because the funner it is, the faster time goes, and the less you have to think about the bombs and how scary it is.
Now, just 4 miles away across the border is Nadeen. She is Palestinian and lives in the Gaza Strip with her parents and 5 siblings. This is what life's been like for her, living through a war.
My name is Nadeen and I'm 10 years old. This week, we heard lots of explosions. We heard lots of kids who are screaming for help, and we heard lots of mothers crying for their children. Seeing the buildings fall down, seeing the hospitals don't have any water for their emergencies, and seeing people like this is not safe. I feel scared and terrified, but again, I hide it from my little brother because I don't want him to feel scared or terrified.
Nadeen hasn't been able to go to school, and her parents haven't let her out much over the last week. But she's been posting videos online, trying to show people what life is like in Gaza.
I missed all of my teachers, I missed all of my friends, I missed the principal, I missed them all. The school was the best thing. I have lots of dreams and things that I want to do in the future. And one of those things is to study really hard and become a doctor. And the second thing is to make more messages to the people out there and tell them what's happening in Palestine and tell them what are we going through.
Thank you to Edan and Nadeen for that. Well, we've got loads more about this story over on the Newsround website, including advice and support if anything you've heard in the news has made you feel upset.